I'm Jeremy, and this is my Jclipper app. So in the past, I've always liked to clip movies, little pieces of movies to share somewhere because like somebody says something that reminds me of a quote. So um, I was always, manually editing these clips out with like video editing software, and it was really tedious. So eventually, I made a script that would use FFmpeg to pull the quote from the subtitle file, so I could provide the quote that I was looking for. But I'd still have to go like look at the quote manually, like in the subtitle file sometimes because they're not spelled right or something like that. So I finally made this UI, this web UI for it. It's Dockerized. So you load it up with your variables, like your movies directory and stuff like that, and then you load it up, and you'll get this UI, which shows your movie list. You can scroll through all your movies, search for a specific movie, um, classic for movie quotes, and then you'll see the contents of your subtitle file here, which you can scroll through if you want, or you can search for a specific quote. Reading. No, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly get any dumber, that's a famous quote. We'll go ahead and set the start and the end point of the quote, and you can even clear them out, or you can set them on the same line if you want. If you need a small quote like that. There we go. So go ahead and create that. Then you get the output settings where you can choose the padding, and this just adds like you'll see it's like 1 second. It'll just add a second of video that flanks the whatever the timestamp from the quote was, in case the quote cuts off a little too early. The scale factor, this will default to the video's resolution, but you can scale it down to a smaller one, so you can upload it to Discord or something like that, because they have a 10 megabyte limit. I'll probably add like a estimated file size or something on there. And then the format, you can choose MP4, MKV, AVI, or MP3 for audio only. Then you generate your clip. It'll generate a 720p preview before it generates your actual clip, and you'll see it's actually working to generate the actual clip.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
Then you can download the file. You can see your output here to see if there's any errors or something like that, but you can download your file. If you configure S3, you have to configure all the S3 environment variables, but if you do, then you can upload your files to S3. You can modify, which will go back to that last settings window, so you can change your resolution and stuff. Or you can cancel and just start all the way over. So I was going to upload this to S3. Uploads to S3, and it automatically puts the link in your clipboard, so you can paste it into Discord or something like that.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think...
And it gives you the little preview. It doesn't give you a preview in Messenger. I can configure that, but it takes a lot of extra overhead that I didn't think was necessary, and I didn't really want to implement it just for that. That's about it. I have a history button, so you can delete your old stuff out of your folder, your output folder. And then I have a little day-night toggle, and that's about it so far. I plan to add a lot more, but I don't know. I think it's pretty neat, and I think it's pretty useful